Okay, Deutsch 1, German 1. Test for Group A will be on Thursday. Test for Group B will be on Freitag. So I'll see many of you tomorrow, and the rest of you I'll see on Friday. Middle school, Colin and Wait, I'll let you guys decide what day you want to take it on. If you want to wait till Friday, it's okay with me. I'm pretty flexible about that. Up to you. I know one of you took a quiz early because you just knew it and you were ready to do it. That's fine. I've got a few things, actually a handful of things that I posted on my Cache as pieces to a study guide, and some of them are documents. Sorry about it, I'm trying to get this balance in my lap. Some of these things are things you've seen before. Hopefully all of them are, actually, because I've shared them with you over the last few weeks. But first of all, in the explanation about the announcement about the test, I put there that there is that practice test. Actually, there's two practice, I think it might say quizzes, but they're very similar to what the real test will be like. So please go over those in your preparation for the test. They won't be exactly like that because I'm not able to do like drop down boxes and all that on a written test, but I will be able to give you fill in the blank and maybe some multiple choice. And but if you can do those things on the practice test, then you'll be fine. There's a section on one of the practice tests, I don't think it's on both of them, about plurals, and we're not going to handle that now. We'll pick up the plurals and how to make plural nouns later. I'll just stick with the singular. If I have any plural nouns in the test that you're not familiar with, know that this plural in parenthesis, I'll put plural or something so you'll know. So don't be worried about that. If you can just skip over that section on one of the practice tests. But one of them we went over in class. I know for at least each section we went over in class, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to try to share these docs with you. I ran into trouble doing this last time on the other class. My computer's, I don't know, I need to downgrade to Windows 7 or something. But let's give it a try, see if I can do it without losing everything. Let's just try. I've got a doc here that is about the verb sein, about the verb to be, which will obviously be a big part of the test. Now that came up okay. So, and this is one that I actually kind of already had, but I added some things to it yesterday with the group, with Group B. And you can see I have ich bin, du bist, and some of those verbs have an asterisk out to the side. Bin, bist, and seid. And the reason why is because those three verbs, those three forms of the verb sein right here, those three forms of the verb sein are unique to that pronoun. So you're never going to see the word ben without ich, never going to see the word bist without du, and you'll never see the word seid without ihr. What only left then was sind und ist, and you could see those other places. Those might happen with other subjects, but ben, bist, und seid are unique to ich, du, and ihr. Never occurs outside of that. So plural subjects. This is actually it's related, but we should draw a line here maybe between these two things. Other than this one pronoun ihr, this ihr is really an exception in other ways too, but it's the only plural that doesn't use the verb sind. It uses seid, which is unique to that pronoun. But every other plural subject, even if it's not on this list, like this example, Paula, Marie, und Philipp, sind interessant. So if I name 2 people, 3 people, like here, 4, 5, 1,000 people by name, the word for are is going to be sind. And then singular, let's say non-pronoun subjects. Singular subjects, we're going to use the word ist. So not like ist, but let's put a person's name, a non-pronoun. This is a proper noun then. David ist intelligent. And so anyone I call by name, but if I said David und Paula, Then it's going to be David und Paula sind intelligent. Okay, so that's a pretty good overview of Sein. I know it's brief, but right there, I think it kind of covers everything. If you can do that, you'll be in good shape. Then I have a Quizlet where I combined all of the Quizlets from let me see, one, two, I think we had three Quizlets because we came back and did the first one again, this last quiz. So there were, 4 quizzes, but only 3 Quizlets, and I combined all of them, and looks like there's an even 100 words overall. So it's probably best if you shuffle these. There's that shuffle option over to the left, because as you'll just get all the greetings and farewells and hellos and how are you, then you'll get all the forms of the verb to be and act. So it's kind of better to put them up and see them that way. Let me see what I've got here. I've got this document I shared with you on the 16th. So I'll need for it to download so I can remember what it says. Oh yeah, so this is something we went over in class. It's also over the verb to be. And yeah, I've got the first few are, oh, okay, I'm sorry, it is the verb to be, but it's replacing. So we say, die Frau ist da. But if I know we're talking about a woman, you can say, sie ist da. The woman's there, she is there. The boy is there, der Junge ist hier. Ist hier. But with neuter words like das Mädchen, I refer back to das Mädchen as es, because the gender of the word girl is neuter for whatever reason. So das Mädchen ist in Tulsa, es ist in Tulsa. Here's an example. Here's a person's name, Sylvia, and Sylvia ist in Toronto. Sie ist in Toronto, just like die Frau changed to sie. So we can replace nouns, or even these proper nouns, Sylvia, with a corresponding masculine, feminine, or neuter pronoun. Just like again in English, really. Sylvia's in Toronto, she's in Toronto. The girl, well, this would be different because we don't have a neuter form. The boy is here, he is here. The woman is there, she is there. So that's all that is. That was just a quick little thing. The last part, I hope you remember, and this may or may not pull up here, we'll see, but it's about the compound nouns. And I'll just go ahead and start talking about it before it comes up here. But the compound nouns, yeah, it's not gonna, I figured I was pushing it today. But words like Schreibtisch and Tafellappen, there were others we had too, like Schulbank. Oh, there it goes. Schulbank. I gave you one that actually is from another class, but the word for brush, I think we had though, or maybe it's die Bürste. Yeah, we did. It was in a video at least for this chapter, die Bürste. And the word for tooth is der Zahn. But when you put it together, the word is toothbrush. It's die Zahnbürste. Even though the gender of tooth is masculine, the gender of the word Zahnbürste is feminine. And the reason for that is because when you make a compound word, that's where you put 2 or more nouns together, the gender of the new word, the compound word, is whatever the gender of the last word is. So Schreibtisch is der Schreibtisch because the gender of Tisch is der. And Zahnbürste is die Zahnbürste because the gender of Bürste is die. And die Tafel der Lappen is der Tafellappen because der Lappen is masculine. I have that written in red here below, the gender of all compound nouns. Okay, we'll wait. And I gave you a couple of this crazy example. I think I showed you a picture of one that was about the place that rented floor sanding equipment. So, and that was a huge long word. So we won't have anything like that on the test or quiz. I'll show you the test. Okay, so those are the resources you have, the practice tests, some documents. If you probably, and it wouldn't hurt at all to go over email and search for things that I've shared with you. because I know there's probably a couple other docs, maybe one at least, maybe two, I believe, that I've shared with you during the course of the last 3.5 weeks. So if you could, just pull that up, like put email in your search, in your email search for your Cash Haul email, and you'll see other things that I've shared with you from this chapter. Those things, of course, would not hurt to go over those. Okay, so Group A, morgen, Donnerstag, Thursday, und Group B, Freitag, middle school. Or you two guys, let me know how you want to do that on Thursday or Friday, but you'll be there both days, I guess. Okay, so enjoy your whatever Wednesday. Ja, auf Wiedersehen und tschüss und bis morgen oder bis Freitag. Ja, ciao.